Welcome to the 2024 season of Hawkmark League football with the Warriors of Foxborough High School. Today's matchup between the Foxborough Warriors and the Falcons of Danvers High School. Coming to you from Jack Martinelli Field in Foxborough. Bringing you all of today's exciting football action are Doug Seuss and Pat McGuire.
Yeah, it's Jen, Gabe's mom. Hey, Mr. Plasmati. There he is, long time no see. Angelini's going to have a first down. Mikey's going to throw. Gillespie, oh!
Now let's join Doug and Pat for today's pregame commentary.
There's Coach. Right. A hero to a lot of these young men. Good evening, everybody, and welcome again to another edition of Foxborough High School Warrior Football. Doug Seuss, Pat McGuire joining you as always to bring you tonight's action at Martinelli Field. First round playoff game, Division 5. Foxborough comes in seeded 3, and was it Drake is seeded 14. Pat, what do we expect? Oh, Drake. My bad. See, I'm already off. Danvers, number 14. So Pat will give us a little update here, what he knows.
Yeah, so Danvers 3-5. They play all those North Shore teams. They've won, all their 3 wins are close games, and then the other ones are not so close. They have had a tough strength of schedule. I looked at their rankings, and their strength of schedule was one of the higher ones in the division, so they're playing schools bigger than them. Be interesting, they're a wing T team, so it's going to be a lot with the running game, sort of a muddle and whatnot, so... I'm always interested with like Danvers because they're so close to like one of the best programs in the state. So,
right. So we really haven't seen a wing T offense in some time. We've seen double wing and obviously some spread, a lot of spread nowadays out of the shotgun and stuff. Give the folks at home a little idea what the wing T is all about.
So wing T it's a lot of running, a lot of misdirection for it. The guards are pulling. Generally, your wing T linemen are more athletic, especially the guards, and it's all about angles with the down blocks and the pulls, trying to get an advantage with the numbers over there. It's something that anybody my age or older is very familiar with because it was what we saw a lot of. North Alboro ran the wing T for years. Obviously, they didn't run one last week. Yeah. Mansfield still has some wing T concepts with it. So it's a staple in most high school offenses, and everybody loves the spread, but November in Massachusetts, the spread becomes a lot more challenging. It's more important to be able to have that solid running game.
Well, last week, you mentioned North Attleboro. Last week was a huge win for the program. North came in here, ranked high in Division 4. Foxborough looked like they were cruising. They're up 19-0, and then all of a sudden, boom, North Attleboro's back in the game, and it came right down to like the last minute of the game to pull that out.
Yeah, it's always exciting when you have a good game with North Attleboro. I saw Coach Martinelli after the game. He was like, that was like an old school Foxborough North Attleboro battle. He's like, everybody felt really good about that win, and it was something they really, I think, is good for this team to get a nice fine tune because they do run that power running game, and the power running game is something that is very effective in November. So you got to be ready to defend it, and they do it some of the best. North Attleboro, I think, is the 2 or the 3 seed in Division 3.
Right. And obviously the weather conditions tonight, it's a clear night. We haven't had rain in forever, but we got high winds, and that will force us to keep the ball more on the ground, which we're in good shape with Ben Angelini, John Sacchetti, and a few of the others.
Yep, and Danvers doesn't have the same numbers. Now that we're in Division 5, we're facing teams that Foxborough seems to have a decisive numbers advantage over. Of course, that doesn't necessarily matter all the time, but it is interesting to see all these schools the same size. They are fielding smaller teams.
Okay. All right, well, prediction for tonight?
Foxborough is going to win by 3 touchdowns.
I would agree. I think Foxborough by 20. And we'll join you in a little bit from upstairs when the action comes to you live. All right, here we are live at Jack Martinelli Field for tonight's action. Division 5 playoff matchup between the Foxboro Warriors and the Danvers Falcons, I believe they are.
Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons. Foxboro comes in with a record of 5-3. Danvers 3-5. Foxboro losing their first 3 games of the year to very tough competition. Have been on a roll since then, taking out Hawkmock Powers, North Attleboro, and Canton 2 out of the last 3 weeks. So Pat was just noticing, looking at the rosters, that there's a lot of freshmen dressed for Danvers.
Yeah, I looked at their. I went to the website for the team today, and they had a picture of their 2023 team, the Varsity team. I'm like, wow, that's a small-looking team. Not size-wise, just number-wise. I counted them out. There were 30 kids on the team, and then I saw how many they had, and we got like 50 right here, between like the injuries and everything else, and I'm like, I bet they have a bunch of freshmen dressed.
Yeah.
And then sure enough,
I just counted 15 on the roster that was handed to us for tonight's game. That's 15 freshmen out of maybe 40 players they have on the sidelines for tonight's game. So I think they're just there for numbers and support. I doubt any of them are going to be impact players in the game.
yeah, I'm trying to identify what kind of falcon they have as their logo. I do know that the Perrine falcon is actually the fastest animal on the planet, can fly over 200 miles an hour. Although I'm not much of a bird guy, so I don't know what specific breed of falcon that is.
You could have fooled me right there with that little tidbit, Pat. So you see, you get a shot of our cable crew as always, right down the field, getting coin toss. And Foxboro is going to take the ball first, and we're going to see a lot of Benny Angelini, I think, tonight. Not that we wouldn't on most occasions, but with the wind, gusts picking up quite heavily. Gusts of wind. I think unless we have the ball, the wind to our back, we're not going to be putting the ball in the air too much.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the case, and I don't know how much they want to put the ball in the air anyway, especially when you're playing a team that has small numbers like that. When you're a big physical team like Foxborough, you play a team with smaller numbers, you generally like to pound the ball and sort of wear them down. So.
All right, we're going to have the national anthem, and for you folks at home, listen up. Quinn, make sure you got your hand over your heart.
Sexual orientation or religion shall not be tolerated and could subject the violator to ejection. It may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both volunteers and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service to our country. If you are able, please stand for the national anthem, which will be performed by the Foxborough High Marching Band, led by drum majors Noah Gooch and Haley Kornbluth, and directed by Mr. Aaron Bush.
There you have it.
That was a nice touch by the Danvers team when they do the land of the free and they all put their helmet up.
Cheerleaders who add color and excitement to the football program. They are coached by
For our friends in Danvers who may be tuning in, welcome. I'm sure there's many of you not wanting to make that ride down here for Friday afternoon.
Yeah, traffic, especially coming down 95 to Foxborough, it's always jammed up, right after 3 o'clock. I live right near 95 South, and it's awful. It's awful. Anybody's heading down. That backs all the way up into Norwood.
Yeah. Just to be clear, this is a Homer broadcast. We are going to do our best. We are football guys at heart, but this will be a Homer broadcast. So,
yeah.
Feel free to turn down the volume if you'd like. I won't. You won't hurt my feelings. I don't think you're going to hurt Doug's.
No, not at all.
But we will try to have some fun.
Football's football, regardless of what color uniform you're wearing. So we have Cam Dulesky and should be Joey Nicholson, should be the two deep guys for Foxborough. And
that tracks.
And I think my roster already blew away.
Oh, no.
No, it's down here on the floor. Okay.
Oh, we got a short pop-up there, but it does land. Got to get picked up.
Did Nicholson grab that pad?
No, it was the up guy.
Up guy, I'm sorry. I was underneath the dashboard here.
Oh, it was Nicholson. Okay, Nicholson came up for it.
Good guess. All right, so Foxborough takes over at their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
So the head of the snake, so to speak, for Danvers, everything runs through number 25 right there.
Okay.
That is Owen Shanbar, senior.
He does look like a ball player.
Back.
Right now he's playing like a safety position. Foxborough comes out in their typical shotgun. And here comes Angelini. And he's still up, and he's going to fight ahead for a solid 6 yards, close to 7.
Nothing fancy there. Everybody comes down on the right side. Left guard pulls around.
Right, first replay of the night coming
What
at
is
you.
Nice to see right here is when you look at Matt O'Keefe right there, that's not easy. Getting that reach, getting the hips around to make that block.
I tell you though, Matt O'Keefe, we've said it all year long, said it for the last 2 years, 3 years. His footwork is incredible. And there he goes to the opposite side.
Go, buck sweep to the left.
And there he goes.
Oh.
He's getting caught, number 1, with a nice saving tackle there is Sam Lindeman. He just saved a touchdown for Danvers.
Buck sweep to the left right there where you got both guards pulling. O'Keefe picks up the end, and then McCroy leads through. Great job by Perazzo sealing the linebacker right there. I don't know if it was a linebacker or a defensive lineman, but it's a good job sealing them off.
Big game. 20-plus yards on that carry by Angelini. All right, we come spread to the right side. We have an up back. It looks like Foley. It is Foley. And we're just going off tackle inside. That's straight ahead power that time there. Behind Jonathan Balde, number 74. Number 19 in there. One of the tacklers is Hunter. D. Dominicus. I'm going to try that one. I probably screwed it up. I apologize if I did.
Let's see. D. Dominicus sounds right.
All right, close enough.
It's like Dominic's with an S in the end.
Something like
D.
that.
Dominic's.
So gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. The same formation as the last play. And we're going to, ball's out.
The ball's out.
And same guy, Dominicus with the recovery there. D. Dominicus.
I don't know if he bounced it off his hip. Looked like it was during the mesh.
Here. All right, so I think he just takes a good pop right here. No, he never had it.
Yeah, so that scenario, that's like with the mesh, and it's like an option play. So what Michael's doing, the quarterback, he's watching that end, so he's not looking the ball in. So.
All right, looks like Lindeman's the quarterback there.
And that's exactly what we were talking about with the muddle there.
Right. Gain of about 8 yards, brings up a 2nd and short, 2 to go. Ball's out at the 42-yard line of Danvers. It's number 7, I believe, is the quarterback there. That's Nate Wise.
Owen Shanbar. Brought down by Caden Hassett.
Yeah, they're really bunched tight.
Oh, look at that. We're going full double wing. Those got tight splits.
There's an inside hit. Ball.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Foxborough's going to get it right back.
Yeah. Is that ball day on it? Yep.
Yeah, it is ball day with the recovery. So we've had 6 plays and 2 turnovers so far.
So this is a good look at what, like, sort of like this double wing is. See how tight everybody is?
Right.
And you do that power toss. The quarterback's lead block, and great job by LaCroix coming in and punching that out.
That's what it is. LaCroix, Ryan LaCroix, was on his back the minute he actually got the handoff and was shaking that ball loose. So Foxborough back in business. And
we're just going to sweep it over there.
Angelini's going to get really hardly anything, maybe 1.
That was a good play by Logan Travers from Danvers, coming through, blowing up that play, because he didn't get sealed up and knifed through and was able to blow it up. Danvers
is showing a 4-man front right now. Let's see, when we come here, pre-snap, we're looking like 4 down linemen.
So I understand they mix up their defense a lot.
So they're playing like a standard pro defense. They're playing a 4-3. They have man-to-man coverage, it looks like, over there. Oh, there's a nice swing pass to Angelini, but number 2 looked like Michael Albano was the first guy to make contact on Angelini. Slowed him down, didn't make the tackle, however.
He was out there blocking his.
This is well thrown. Yeah, Foley's out there leading that.
Angelini is tackled by Owen Shambar.
Jack Houston, number 5, actually was the first guy. So we got 3rd down to 4. We got 8 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score yet if you're just joining us. We got some movement over there, but they get back.
Well, they can't get back. They must not have crossed.
They're coming with a blitz.
Oh, and he got through.
Angelini's going to fight. He's going to come up short. He's going to be about 2 yards shy.
They're going to be going, though.
Again, that was Jack Houston. It looked like
sophomore.
Yeah. He got a hold of Angelini's lower shirt, held on, slowed him up a little bit. So we're looking at 4th and 2 from the 35-yard line of Danvers.
I'm looking at the stances for the linebackers, and one of the linebackers does look a little stiff. I wonder if that swing pass type situation to the running backs is going to be a common theme here.
There's a first down. He's going to get inside the 30, get down to the 29-yard line. So ran strong to the left side. All day's over there. Ryan LaCroix's over there. All right, going to see a replay here. Yeah, everyone's blocked down. Like you said, Perazo blocks down. Good job there on his part.
Yep. And LaCroix leading through.
It looked like Houston was involved again.
LaCroix blocked like 3 people. He's come along quite a bit this year.
Got a little swing pass. Oh, Dulesky. Uncharacteristic of him. Last week his hands were like glue with some really important snags, including an interception.
Right there too.
So incomplete. Stops the clock at 6:48. It's 2nd down and 10 to go from the Danvers 29-yard line.
If I was the Danvers defensive coordinator, I'd be concerned about how much space he had, because if he held on to that, that was probably 6.
Well, if they're matched up man-to-man, Dulesky will be a problem for anybody. He's just so elusive. So we get trips coming to this side. Caden Hassett being one of them.
Gordon's on the other side.
And there's the Hassett inside. Oh, he's cutting all the way across the field. He's gonna run about 30 yards to gain 5.
He was supposed to do that, though, because that was a screen. Did you see the lineman out there blocking?
I did, but I was waiting for him to cut it up at some point in time.
Yeah, it was like a tunnel screen.
Yeah.
See him coming in, you see
exactly. So you got to block there.
You got to go up.
Right there. So actually he was forced. He was kind of forced to go that way. So he gets about 4 yards, 5 yards. So 3rd and 5. Let's see if we see a long count here. Danvers is digging in.
Doing a lot of shifting on that line.
Yeah, they are. Marcasella's passing again. He's got a swing pass out to Angelini once more. And he's going to be knocked out just outside the 10-yard line, so Foxborough will be able to get a 1st down without scoring here. So far, we're going to take another look. So far, Mike Marcello's pass has got great touch on him. He's just floating that ball out there. Look at it, he's leading. That's how you want to hit a receiver.
Yeah. Judging by the stances of their linebackers, I think that this is going to be a big part of trying to get them to move laterally.
Right. Now Sacchetti's in there at the wing, and he's setting up a block.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Really good block. Sacchetti sealed that edge over there. Credit to Johnny there. Angelini with another score.
12-yard touchdown run by number 32, Captain Ben Angelini.
So after initial drives ending with a turnover, Foxborough makes the most of their opportunity, getting a turnover back, and marches down the field for the first score of the contest here. Jackson Mayling is the kicker. Kobe Hassett the holder, and we got a good kick.
Oh, that's good effort right there by Shambar.
We're gonna see the touchdown right here. This Johnny Sacchetti on the edge right here.
That's
again,
good
you got LaCroix and
O'Keefe.
O'Keefe as always. I mean,
the room in the world.
When Angelini has that much room with his speed, if that was out of midfield, that's a 50-yard touchdown.
I mean, when they're running that play, because that's the buck sweep, when they're running that play and the outside guy like Sacchetti right there gets a great block on the edge like that, that play is impossible to stop for a lot of teams.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you have to have some dudes on defense to stop that if it's going to be blocked like that.
Yeah. And in Danvers, what we've seen is we've seen a couple of the players so far that are pretty active. Houston being one of them, Lindemann being another one, and I think we just said Shambar, number 25. So 3 guys have been very, very active so far. But right now on that drive in particular, they were a little bit outmanned. And Mayling will tee it up at our 40. We have 3 guys deep. You don't see this too often. Shambar is in the middle. We talked about him a few minutes ago at the start of the game as being their player to watch out for.
So usually a lot of teams will do like 4 lines.
Oh, that's a good kick.
On the kick return, don't go out of bounds.
Oh, it did go out of bounds. Darn. That was a really good kick right there by Mayling. He got a lot of height on that.
So usually you'll see something along the lines of like 4 lines on kick return.
Yep.
That team only had 3, and they had that 3 guys deep, which is unusual.
Yeah, it is, and especially if they scouted Foxborough, they realize Foxborough doesn't kick deep often. We've been traditionally this year a squib type, short type of kick, whereas previous years, certainly with Carpenter, who was nailing everything into the end zone, and even Owen Hayes last year had great distance on his kickoffs. Ball's out 35-yard line. It's not the worst thing that could have happened.
I wonder if the strategy behind that is try to get like a head of steam for your 3 return guys, like coming forward when it's a squibber.
Could be. All right, here we are back to the bunch wing T formation. And we're going to see Shambar going the opposite side.
So this is like the double wing. And the thing with the double wing offense is there's a lot of pulls, but also the quarterback is a lead blocker.
On a tackle.
The quarterback is a lead blocker on a lot of the plays.
Yeah.
You have them outnumbered at the point of attack because everybody's so tight. It does have some opening on the outside, and then of course the counter is also, because everybody's so tight, you can't really see the ball, so the counter is very effective out of it. But you got to be able to effectively move the ball with the power for that to work. They also run a wedge, probably.
It's the inside right there. It's a keeper.
A little spinner.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that was a design play or a busted play. It looked like he was going to do that inside counter that you were just talking about, and he ended up keeping it.
So that's called the spinner. So he he's doing it like that, but he's diving. Because watch the linemen. They all block.
Yeah. Okay.
So the whole idea is that he does that like he's running like he's pitching the sweep.
Right.
To try to pull people out, and then he's trying to get in right behind those linemen up through there.
Well, it's effective enough to get a first down. They gained like 5 yards, just enough. And Danvers is now out at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. We have 4:35 and counting.
There's the sweep.
There's a hold come from the backside. That one's coming back. going to be a 5-yard gain negated. Albano on the carry.
Notice it's a different motion than the other guys were having, as opposed to like a sort of like an orbits motion. That was more of a direct motion for the handoff.
Right.
Straight line sweep.
Holding on Danvers.
Speaking of holding, the end of the Ravens-Bengals game last night, the 2-point conversion.
Oh my God, the guy got mugged. I couldn't believe
two guys. You got a tight end at the end of the line where there's all kinds of eyes. You got 8 officials doing the game. Most important play of the game, certainly at that point, and nothing. And not to mention then Burrow takes a shot to the face mask, the head, which 9 times out of 10, if you breathe on a quarterback, it's a flag. But here we are back to live action. Shambar is going to take the toss, and he's bundled up there. Yeah, it looks like 54
was,
for
Gaffney.
D. Gaffney. Really nice job with a little bit of help there from Balday. Gain of a couple.
How about the long play for the Ravens where the guy stepped out of bounds and they didn't even look at it?
Yeah. And usually all touchdown plays are reviewed too. So, you know, again, officiating, we've said before, it's not an easy thing to do, but at professional level, it seems like sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. And anybody that hates the Chiefs knows that the Chiefs seem to have.
Say, watch a Chiefs game.
Watch a Chiefs game. They seem to get all the calls. The Shambar again, little toss sweep, and he's going to get a good gain out of this. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, close to it.
Now, if they got a replay on that, something to see when they do this sweep is look how many guys he has out in front of him.
Like you said, it's just about throwing bodies.
So you got
like the whole line is almost
everybody's
pulling.
pulling. You got 2 linemen pulling. You got your backs. You got the quarterback. Like everybody is getting out in front. It's just trying to get as many bodies in front as possible.
Trevor Palmer in on there, and D. Gaffney also looked like again.
It's interesting seeing Palmer on the left side. Usually he plays on the right side.
And this offense is not necessarily a passing offense, so the impact that Trevor's going to have tonight on this game will be certainly on plays like that with the sweeps.
Yeah, they gotta bring some extra sand for their pants tonight.
All right, so now we have a receiver that Houston's out here all by himself. Finally gets recognized.
When they do throw the ball, they are accurate.
All right, Shambar in motion.
They're going to throw it to Shambar.
We got motion.
They're going to say start going upfield, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. So that'll move them back 5 and make it even longer. Be like about a 3rd and 17 now.
So Brian's bringing in little guys and subbing out big guys now.
Yep.
Want to get an extra defensive back on there because that was definitely going to go to Shambar out by the sideline.
Swinging them out, yes.
For the Falcons at their own 38-yard line.
Our secondary, we got the Hassett brothers, Caden and Colby. We have Cam Dulesky back there.
Nicholson's back there.
Nicholson's back there as well.
Sacchetti plays kind of like a hybrid type of job.
So now, we're going to see spread to both sides. Got an empty backfield.
I can't imagine.
It's right in the middle screen.
Yep,
and Balday,
great job by Balday.
He did throw him ahead for about 5 yards, but they're well short of the first down. But Balday did a really nice job of kind of staying at home on that middle screen.
Yeah, that's what they require for those types, especially the middle screen. You need to. That requires discipline on the defensive line's part to recognize that.
All right, Nicholson and Dulesky back. Good snap, good kick.
Direct kick,
right
though, not very high.
It's all right. Looks like, was that Houston on the tackle, maybe?
Punt returned by Joe Nicholson.
Yeah, it was, number 5.
Was it 5 or 3?
Yeah, 5, Jack Houston.
Jack Houston.
My eyes seem to be working so far tonight, folks. You're in for a good night then.
Nicholson brought that punt up to the 32-yard line of the Warriors.
So it looked like he almost kicked it with the bottom of his foot.
Yeah, a line drive. Nicholson didn't mind, that's for sure. So the Warriors' 3rd possession of the first quarter. Again, we're going to see Hassett break out here with Dulesky.
Gordon on the other side.
Yep, Dulesky in motion. Oh, that's going to get him going upfield. No, they don't throw a flag there. Short gain. We haven't had much luck going straight ahead. And obviously, the buck sweep is our bread and butter play. But the couple times we've tried the middle, Danvers has been pretty tough right there.
So the difference for why it wasn't a flag is, although he did turn upfield, he didn't start going forward. He sort of moved laterally with it. He caught himself. I don't think he meant to do it, but
yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. All right, we're gonna take a quick look before the snap.
Yep. See? Oh, yeah,
see?
I mean, that was.
And a little jump step there.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. We're going to see the swing pass again.
Swing pass, Gordon out front blocking.
There's a face mask right there. Oh, he doesn't see that. All right. There we go. Our fan club in front of us.
Thought he might have had the shoulder pad.
He could have had the shoulder pad. Again, Mike with nice touch here. Mike being Marcussello, the quarterback. Yeah, it's shoulder pad.
The shoulder pads.
That's shoulder pad.
3rd down and 7.
Yeah. Just when you see the hand up around the helmet, you know, but it's a good tackle right there. Inside the jersey, pulled him down frontwards. Not a horse collar in that case.
5 wide.
Empty backfield. Spot pass. Oh, that ball's knocked down.
So let's say
Dominicus.
O'Keefe started going upfield immediately, so I'm like, this guy be behind the line of scrimmage.
So Foxborough, quick 3 and out here. Only got to their own 35-yard line. They'll be punting with 18 seconds remaining in the quarter.
4th down and about 7 for the Warriors. On the punt is Andrew Higgins for the Warriors.
Andrew Higgins had a good game last week. Blocked. Ooh, oh my God, I thought that should have been blocked.
That was very close.
It's going to roll out at the 40-yard line of Danvers. I don't know how that didn't get blocked. That kid, I didn't get his number, but he shot through there like a rocket, and it was a low snap. Higgins did a nice job of getting that ball up.
That was a good job by him. Let's see where he came from on that. Because we always tell kids when you're blocking the punt, punts get blocked from the inside.
Yeah.
Kicks, field goal attempts can get blocked from the outside, but like punts always get blocked from the inside.
This kid comes right up the gut.
Yeah.
Whoa, he just didn't have an angle. But Higgins did a really nice job because it was a low snap.
Yeah.
So not much of a distance, but we survived it. And,
boy, that was ugly.
Nice in the backfield right here. That was ugly, Mac, wasn't it?
So
it's going to be a loss of a couple yards.
With all those movement, you kind of count on the ability of your linemen coming with the down blocks to get off the ball. And that was a situation where the defensive tackle sort of blows up the down block, and then all of a sudden the pullers like run into the back of their guy because their guy's on roller skates getting pushed back. And yeah, that's
I remember years past when the double wing, a lot of the youth programs are running it, and certainly like you mentioned in pregame, North Attleboro ran it often as well at the high school level. Sometimes the best defense was your interior lineman being low and taking out the, before those linemen had a chance to start pulling, was submarining through and breaking that up. Because to your point, the whole thing is about getting more bodies at the point of attack than your defensive team has, and we saw that a few plays ago where there was like a sweep towards the Danvers sideline, and they must have been 8 white jerseys that were. So
we'll get a good angle here. Usually double wing teams are a little further back than that.
Here's that toss inside.
There it is. A couple years ago, Whitman Hansen came in and they were running it. They were having some good success with the double wing package.
Gabe Boulay on that tackle, along with Ryan Foley. Gain of about 4. Third and 3rd and 6. Ball's at the 46. And you'll notice too, like we're right on top, and now it's right in front of us. That fullback is almost touching the quarterback.
Yes.
He's so close. His helmet is like inches away from the quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, when you're coaching it with the alignment with kids that first time, it's like you got to get close. I want to know what that quarterback had for dinner.
Right. Look at this right there. There's the toss out there. Oh, nice job right there. The D end on that side. I think it's D. Gaffney was the first guy out there.
Flashed out there. Might have even drawn a hold if that had gone somewhere.
We're going to see from the opposite side, but great D. Gaffney right here does a really good job.
Great job fighting through the blockers. And that's
he did. He caused, and he allows Boulay to get there along with O'Keefe.
Boulay reading and scraping.
Right.
We got a Falcon down. Looks like he's going to be okay.
So it brings up 4th and 7. Once again, back for Foxborough is Nicholson and Dulesky.
Cam Dulesky, along with Joe Nicholson.
Good snap. Whoa, Matty O'Keefe, for the big guy that he is, was darn close. It's tough, dangerous right there trying to do that.
I think he just wanted to stop it from
Yeah, I think so
continuing
too,
to roll.
but oh, geez. Guy's right on top of you. So Foxborough takes over once again. Their first possession of the second quarter.
Like 5 to 8 yards on that.
I don't know about 8, Mac.
I mean, it was like waist high when he caught it.
Yeah.
Warriors will start 1st and 10.
I tell you what, we're going to see the end of it. We're going to see if it's 5 yards or 8 yards he's going to save.
Yeah, see, it was taking a big hop right there.
Yeah.
Might have saved 9 yards right there.
Maybe 10 if we keep going.
Yeah.
Like a fish story.
Don't want to go too far.
Here we go, Angelini
Angelini
off the outside. He's going to gain a couple before he runs into a wall of white jerseys. Trying to.
It does look like Danvers is doing a lot of arm tackling right now, and I don't think that that's going to be an effective way to make a living tonight for them.
Yeah. Brought down by number 19, Hunter Demonicus, along with number 73.
D. Demonicus.
D. Demonicus.
Yeah, that's right.
Dave, sharing your struggle.
Okay. We're coming right back at it. Real quick snap and nothing really. Bring up a 3rd and long for the Warriors.
It's the second time we've seen McCroy.
Houston, once again, 5 is in there on that tackle.
Dinged up out there.
Jack Houston. And the tackle for the Falcons.
Foxborough shuffling in a lot of personnel. 4 or 5 guys come out. Yeah, a whole bunch of guys come out. A whole bunch of guys going in now. Clearly a massive substitution. 3rd and 6. We just under 9 minutes to go till halftime. Foxborough holds a 7-0 lead here.
Tight bunch left.
Bootleg. We got wide open.
Oh!
There goes D. Dominicus. Once again, got his hand up there. He had fully
good play by him right
open.
there. That was a good play.
It really was. This has a lot of potential for a big gain right here.
Yep. Yeah.
That's knocked down.
He's got active hands.
Hunter Demonicus for the Falcons.
All right. Well, now we can do.
Back on the punt.
Higgins back to punt again for the
I
Warriors.
mean, that coming. Danvers is trying to block this.
Yeah, they are. Straight up. It's not really a.
Give us good
Give
bounce.
a little hop, a little roll. Not a deep kick, but effective. There's no return. Danvers will take over at their own 44.
Picked up like close to 30 yards.
Ball down right inside the Falcon 44-yard.
Yeah, they had 10 guys up on the line of scrimmage.
44-yard line.
I'm surprised that they didn't put more pressure on, considering the previous punt by Higgins, he was under fire.
Also want to remind everybody
Well, the thing with that is that comes through, so whoever's responsibility that was, they know now. You don't expect a team to be coming after that, and I think Danvers is probably trying to generate some action there.
All right, here's an inside toss to
see, it's
Sandbar.
so you can't tell where the ball is most of the time because
Sandbar
there's
picks up
just
2.
so many helmets coming at you at the same time, and it could be any one of a couple of them.
Yeah, O'Keefe and Bolday right there in the heart of that Warrior line.
Second down and 8.
Foxborough basically in a 5-3 defense. This is the one thing, too, when you're playing a team that is predominantly run, you don't have your typical 4 defensive backs in the game. Like you said, Sacchetti's playing like a hybrid type of situation.
Oh, they got split out on the
Straight ahead keeper, nothing.
Not
Oh, my
buying
goodness,
it.
right there. Yeah. Is that Matty O'Keefe again?
O'Keefe and Palmer.
Yeah.
Palmer comes around the back, wraps him up, and then O'Keefe finishes him off.
Yeah, he does. Look how fast Trevor Palmer is. It's amazing.
He has good burst off the line.
Incredible burst. A loss of like 3. He brings up just, I'm going to say 3rd and 10, but just a little bit more than 10 yards ago to beyond the sticks.
Yeah, if they jumped off sides twice, still wouldn't have first down.
There's positive thinking. So here we go. They're coming out. We get Houston wide to our side. We get motion again by Shanbar. Backside screen.
Oh.
He dropped the ball. That could be a fumble. No. Ooh. O'Keefe was hoping it was.
Brennan O'Brien there. Little tight end slip screen right there. Ooh, he had space with it too.
Yeah, he never really had possession.
Yeah.
But O'Keefe did the right thing, though. He went right after the ball once it hit the ground because you never know.
Is Cam Gillespie along with Joe Nicholson.
Good snap, no pressure. End over end punt. It's going to take a big hop, get away.
Yep,
It's going to be
Foxborough
down.
bounce.
So here we are, 6:31 remaining in the first half. It's become a defensive stalemate of sorts.
Yeah, Danvers must have made some adjustments there, or either they're just playing better, because the way Foxborough was moving the ball in those first 2 series, it seemed like it was going to be.
All right, well, we're going to open it up a little bit more. We got Foley as the up back. We get motion on Dulesky. And we're going to get Marcasello a pass. He's gone. Gordon down the middle of the field. He's gone. Post pattern to Gordon.
67 yards.
67-yard pass.
68-yard touchdown pass for quarterback Mike Marcasello to number 8.
Mike Marcasello laid that ball up there, and Gordon Nolan just ran underneath that ball.
I mean, Danvers has so many people up on the line to try to stop the run that the defensive back was by himself.
Yeah.
So Gordon's in the middle of the field, and all he beat the guy.
Yeah.
So all he had to do was run under the ball. So.
And it was the right pattern, too. He ran that post pattern because you had no safety help. So Mailing on for the extra point attempt. He's 1 for 1 tonight. High snap. Hassett does a good job of getting that ball down, and we have a good kick. Point after. Foxborough 14, Danvers nothing at this time. We're going to see the touchdown here.
Michael Albino, no, 11.
Look, I mean, you got no help in the middle of the field.
Nothing.
And the ball actually, Gordon actually had to reach back. He caught the ball on his back shoulder, so credit to Nolan Gordon because that ball could easily bounce off his shoulder pads right there.
There was a safety, but his eyes were in the backfield. So he left poor Colby Medeiros, sophomore, out on an island by himself.
He certainly was out on an island by himself.
Because you could see it on the replay, number 2, Albino, who's a safety, was like, he was up. He wasn't covering anybody.
All right, we got 3 deep again for Dunn, Zach Dunn being one of them. Shanbar being another one back there. And set number 3, Bogart.
I'm telling you, this is so they can get a running start with the ball.
That middle of the field, if you're going to squib kick it, that middle's right where you want to put it. That ball's going to hit the ground. Nope. There he runs into, is that Joey Lombardi maybe?
No, so it was 24.
24 for us.
Was the first guy up there.
Jack Taft.
Yeah, and then Braden McKay making the actual tackle. Braden McKay, number 7.
Oh, Braden. Good job, Braden McKay.
Braden McKay on that tackle for the Warriors.
Get some of your sophomores out on special teams. Traditionally, coaches had seniors over the years out there, but this sophomore class has some talented kids. Joey Lombardi, Jack Taft, and right there, Braden McKay, 3 of them that next year will be contributing heavily to the Warriors.
Yeah, I coached Joey and Braden for several years.
1st and 10 Danvers.
Good players. Nothing but nice
number
things
2
to say.
getting the handoff right there. He's going to go around the wing. That's Albano. And he's on the get about 3 yards. That was slow developing right there.
Now, I don't know if he had blue eyes and pale hair, but, oh no, it's Albino.
Says Albano.
Albano.
Like Captain Lou.
Okay, all right. Not albino.
That's right, Captain Lou, the wrestler. Again, tight bunch, man. They're packed in. There's like 0 splits with the linemen. And we're going to see Shanbar takes the inside handoff, and he's going to get a first down. Nice job right there. Colby Hassett on the tackle, Ryan Foley on the tackle.
The thing with, usually with this offense, the line is further back. So the left side of the line is further back, which you would expect with the double wing, but the right side isn't as far back as they normally are in this offense.
All right, third, here we go, 1st and 10.
Now they're further back. I wonder if they're pulling left. Yep, they're pulling left.
And there's really not a lot over there. D. Gaffney's been playing. He's again involved in that tackle, as well as Boulay.
So that's the adjustment they're making. It's basically the pull-in side is a little bit further back than the side that's the front side, so that they have room to run essentially, because you don't want to go back in this.
Well, the one thing difference between this week and last week is the line of Danvers is
pulling right.
We'll come to this thought in a second. Here they are. You're right, Mac. Palmer gets blocked. Shanbar is going to get out about 5 yards. What I was just going to make the point is that last week North Attleboro came in with a huge line, the biggest we've seen in a long time, and the Warriors
and the backfield.
Yeah, the backfield was pretty darn big too. But the Warriors stood tall in the trenches. Credit to their work in the weight room, I'm sure. Coach Westborough and Coach Buck, Big Buck, do a great job with the linemen. But Danvers is a smaller line, but they have to be quicker because of this type of offense. It's not necessarily smash mouth as much as it is misdirection, as you pointed out earlier, Pat. So third and about 4.
No, pull. Yep.
There's D. Gaffney again. He's having a game.
Yeah, he is.
Shanbar on the carry. He's brought down by James.
Shanbar loses a yard. D. Gaffney's like coming hard off the edge every time. Look at that. Really nice job.
Great job right there. Sketty in there as well.
Well, are they going to go for this? They're going for it. All right, this is a big play here. This could be a pooch kick.
Yep, could be.
It is.
Ooh.
Boy, that is risky.
Yeah.
We had guys right through that A gap there. And D. Gaffney once more got in there quickly. Wow.
Oh, you got to block the inside guy, man.
Yeah.
Rule number 1 on special teams: you take the inside guy.
Well, that would have been a risk for them to go for right there. They're only trailing by 2 scores, and they get the ball and start the second half as well. Foxborough has 2.5 minutes to do something here before halftime. We are spread wide, 4 receivers in the pattern. We're going to go Angelini up the gut. He's still going.
Good job moving his feet.
Kept his feet moving. Perry, 73, and on the tackle for the Falcons.
Aiden Perry brings it down, but not before picking up about 7 yards on that run.
Defensive end from Danvers right there. Is that number 10 or 18? That was 10, I think.
Yeah.
Nicholas
It is
Zeras.
10.
Yeah.
That's a low pass.
Did a good job squeezing down, making the kick-out block harder for O'Keefe right there. Kick-out block's second favorite block for most guards.
Right. That
First being the trap block.
That previous play, too, Bismarck Suarez pulled from his right tackle position. So, we got movement, not just from our guards, but our tackles are getting involved as well. So we have trips to the right side. Looks like Gordon alone. We're getting motion here by Foley. High snap. Gordon's going to have enough for first down. Gets dragged out of bounds
Gordon's
here
got
by
like
Medeiros.
4 inches on the kid that's covering him, and he's the only one that's there.
Yeah.
Kid's a sophomore, Colby Medeiros.
Yeah, Medeiros is certainly height-wise a mismatch for Nolan Gordon right there.
It's a pretty good throw given the fact that he was falling down. But look how there's like no other Falcons in that picture.
Nobody in the back. And seriously, even like right now, so we're going to see Angelini here.
Right there.
He's going to get about 6 yards.
Good work by George Daboul. Daboul for
D. Dominicus also in the tackle there.
Coming through and sort of slowing him down there, because if he didn't slow him down, Angelini was going to build a head of steam, and it was going to be a problem.
I wonder.
A lot of sophomores on this Danvers team playing.
Yeah, I think I saw it last year. I recall maybe Angelini throwing a pass on a halfback option.
Yes.
I think I recall that from last year. I mean,
Shawsheen.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm thinking if I'm running a trick play right now, not that I'm expecting one, but with everybody just so concentrated on stopping Angelini, that if you get him out there with a second or two to throw the ball, and he can't throw because he's a center fielder on the baseball team with a very good arm. So we see, here we go, we've got Gordon again alone on the near side. We got 2 receivers to the far side. Gillespie is the one in the slot. And Marcusella is going to pump.
There's the safety help.
There he is, safety help for sure that time.
Albano
coming over the top.
Captain Lou
over the top. Over the top rope.
Pass intended for Nolan Gordon is incomplete.
Stops the clock. 1:42. Third and about a long 3. Ball resting at the 47-yard line of Danvers.
Third down and 3 for the Warriors at the Danvers 47-yard line.
Haven't seen the long count yet. Yeah, well, bobbing right there. Guy got himself reset in time, never crossed. Angelini takes the handoff. He's going to get bunched up about 2 yards
looks
shy.
Like he might have lost his footing right there when he went to make a cut.
Is that 52? Yeah, 52 on the tackle.
I wonder if Danvers is not going to burn a timeout. I'm surprised Danvers isn't burning a timeout.
Well, they're keeping the offense out there.
Yeah.
Logan Travers in on that tackle for Danvers. 4th and 1 for the Warriors.
Marcusella right up underneath center. Straight hit to the fullback. Ryan Foley with about an 8-yard gain. We're going to have a timeout by the Warriors right here. That's their second. They have 1 remaining. 1:05 to go. This just straight
quick
hit
hitter. They're
dive.
all geared up. They're worried about Angelini. Everybody's watching Angelini.
All day. Really
see
good
the
block
linebackers
right
reacting.
Yeah.
Number 9 right there. He's reading Angelini, and Foley runs right through there.
Next year, Angelini graduates this year, senior captain. Next year, Ryan Foley will be even a bigger part of the Warrior running attack. You know, for half the teams in Hawkmock League, he's the starting tailback. You know, he's a big kid. He has deceiving speed, and he's very strong. As you just saw, he carried a Danvers defender on his back for a few extra yards. But you know, there'll be some, you know, some players graduating off this team, but the junior class is very, very strong, very experienced, and Foley's going to have a bigger part next year for sure. 1st and 10, 38-yard line of Danvers. Oh, a little draw play.
I love that play too.
Yep, we saw that last week for a touchdown.
So Foley's lined up as the H-back, and I thought they were setting up like a little middle screen or a pattern going through the middle of the field. And you'll see him, they run that draw play, and he leads through for, usually when you run a draw play, you don't get a lead blocker.
Right. We saw that last week for the first time. It was beautiful.
Oh, Angelini on the wheel. In there.
Yep. And he just buried the guy in the end zone, too. Gordon took the corner and the safety into the middle of the field on that post pattern again.
And that's the whole chess game with the way that Gordon has, they've been working Gordon in, even if with that chess game, even if you don't complete a pass, it definitely gives the coordinator and the players something to think about.
Exactly.
Where it's like, if for some reason the pass isn't complete, they're like, he was kind of open. Could have been a problem. So.
Right. And he did his job there. Good pass by Mike Marcasella. Angelini with his 2nd score of the night. And Mailing with another extra point. So we're going to see a little replay right here. Mike's looking towards the middle of the field too. He freezes.
Yeah.
And yeah, the defenders were all frozen on concentrating on Gordon. Mike
Daboll had enough time right there. Just say,
oh God.
Oh no. Oh biscuits.
Well, it's hard. I mean, a linebacker, that's probably the linebacker's responsibility, picking up Angelini coming out of the backfield. And
wheel route's tough to cover, though.
It is. It's a great route if you're an offensive guy. You love it.
And the wheel is, in case some people aren't aware, it's basically when the when the running back's in the backfield, and they run like they're doing like a flare or sort of a swing pass. But it takes longer, and they go straight downfield. So,
a little circle route to begin with, and then it's straight up. Very popular in the game today, that's for sure.
Because it's so difficult to defend. I mean, if you're in man coverage, that's a linebacker covered. It's just got to have a lot of defensive backs out there if you're going to cover the wheel with a
this is
with
true.
A safety or a D-back.
All right, so Mailing tees it up. And again, we have the 3 deep guys for Drake.
They changed their alignment, though.
There's the bounce squibbler. Nice little return there.
They moved around their 3 guys.
Yep. Dunn number 20 on the return.
Yep. There was the oh no.
Yeah, because even right here, this defensive back, number 7, Nate Wise, he was concentrating on Dulesky underneath.
Yeah.
You know, Dulesky was running a little
which
route.
you gotta worry about that.
Heck yeah.
1st and 10 for Danvers.
So here we are, 23 seconds. I'm not sure you're going to see Danvers try and pull something off here. They may be content just staying with their grind and
pulling right.
Shanbar in motion.
No.
Wise going to roll out. He's going to throw an underneath pass. There's nobody there. His receiver fell down. That was Shanbar, the intended receiver. Lost his footing at midfield.
I mean, when you're a double wing team and, you know, double wing's effective, it has its place for everything. A couple problems with double wing is, one, you got to stay ahead of the chains. So you got to be getting 4 or 5 yards of pop. And that can be, a drive can be derailed by a penalty or just like a big play.
Yep.
2, if you fall behind, you're forced to throw the ball a lot more, and you definitely are not as comfortable throwing the ball. That means the linemen aren't as comfortable blocking for the pass.
Right.
Brought down by Ryan Foley.
Your receivers aren't true receivers. Usually you have like tight end. Usually their practice is tight ends or running backs.
Right.
So they're not focused on routes. They're focused on blocking or running the ball most of the time. So then when it's time to start throwing the ball, they're not as crisp as they could be.
Well, the half ends. Albano with about a 6-yard gain on the last play for Drake. As the teams head to the locker room, Foxborough holding a commanding 21-point lead. If it holds, Pat and I are pretty darn accurate with our pregame prediction. I'm not sure. Again, to everything you were just saying a second ago, Pat, when you're down this much and you don't have a quick strike offense, it's really hard to climb back into the game, especially where your defense has struggled the last couple possessions for Foxborough on offense. And again, unless you score fast and can control your opponent, it doesn't look good. So right now we're going to have halftime, and the Foxborough High School band will be out there, and we'll be back in about 12 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2024 Foxborough High School Marching Band. Led on the field by senior drum majors Nola Gooch and Haley Kornbluth. They'll be performing music from their 2024 show, Music of Steely Dan.
We have a touchdown club 50-50 raffle. Don't forget that that's going to be drawn between the third and fourth quarter. For three tickets for $5 and $10 is an arm's length. Half of the winnings will go to the Foxboro the Foxboro football program.
Welcome back, everybody. About to bring you second half action here at Martinelli Field. Foxboro Warriors 21, Danvers Falcons 0. First half, all Foxboro. Danvers moved the ball a little bit, not much. Both teams had a turnover. Foxboro's turnover did not hurt them. Danvers did, led to Foxboro's first touchdown. Mike Marcasella with a couple touchdown passes here. Angelini with 2 scores, 1 on the ground, 1 in the air. Mac?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have concerns with the clock operation tonight.
Well,
like
we were
had
assured by Joe Cusack that he fixed it, so
yep.
Credit to our AD. He says he was all over it.
Yeah.
But it won't be an issue tonight.
No, I think that if this holds, they might just leave it on run for a little bit. I talked to you about this before the game, and I'm kind of intrigued on Danvers. That has got to provide some like serious challenges to that head coach to build a football program in Danvers, because anytime you get like a remotely good football player, because it's not like it's cheap to live in Danvers, so most of them can afford it. If you get a remotely good football player, they're probably going to prep.
So that's St. John's Prep.
Yeah, which is one of the best programs in the state. I mean, and you know, Brian St. Pierre's done a great job building that program. They're a powerhouse in D1. So it is, and they send kids to D1 colleges. The kid from Georgia, he's playing in Georgia. He's playing a lot there, the safety. So that I imagine as the head coach at the public school program at a town with that behemoth right there looming over your shoulder.
Sure.
And we saw the same thing happen to Westwood. Westwood used to be a powerhouse back in the 80s, and then all of a sudden all their good players left. So Frank's stats at halftime.
Look at that. Rushing yards, Foxborough 66. A little deceiving. I thought they would have had a little bit more in that, but the passing yards more than the rushing yards. And I think the passing, I think that's wrong, because Angelini's touchdown, or Gordon's touchdown was 67 yards, and then Angelini's right before the half was about 40 yards. Yeah. So I think Frank might want to check that one right there. But other than that, it's been a pure dominance of Foxborough on the offensive side of the ball.
And kicking it off is Jackson Mailing.
Jackson Mailing once again for the Warriors kicking off.
A little fun fact for Danvers. Did you know that Danvers is actually the site of the original Salem witch trials?
Is that right?
Yeah, the town we know as Salem is not where the witch trials actually occurred. They occurred in Danvers.
You're just full of all kinds of facts tonight, Mac.
Yeah.
Must have been a slow day at work. You're looking up all this stuff.
I've been holding on to that one for years.
Well, the wind, we're getting a little bit of a gust here. Got a paper plate rolling up behind the Foxboro huddle there.
People got to throw their trash away.
Yeah, well, they do. They throw it on the ground.
It's just flying around like that scene in American Beauty with the plastic bag.
There you go.
There we go.
And Sacchetti going to throw it out, like crumbled it up. That's the way to do it, so it won't blow around. And the ball blows off the tee, so it is gusting out there a little bit. Oh, we flip-flop.
Boy,
Shambar goes.
It's windy down there.
Shambar, excuse me, while he's in the middle, he goes back to the outside. Dunn's back in the middle.
I wonder what's like making them like choose where to go.
Here's that squib kick, and it doesn't go to either one of them. Oh, it's touched.
Oh, that's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if it's touched. Only got to go 10.
Michael Albano on the return for the
So
Falcons.
unlike on punt return where a player has to touch it for it to become a live ball for the defense, on kickoff, all it's got to do is go 10 yards. It's a live ball for anybody.
Right.
If it gets touched before 10 yards, it's a live ball.
Yeah, I was kind of referring to the fact, though, that it went off of him, so he really has to get to it.
22-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
So it had rolled out of bounds. It was going to be off of him. That was kind of what I was leaning towards right there. But here we are, 1st and 10. Danvers backed up at their own 21-yard line.
Oh,
Shambar's footing kicked out from underneath him,
Yeah.
but he regains it, and he puts up a good struggle there. A host of Warriors. Diaz in there, Balday's in there.
He's met by a host of Warriors.
Gain of about 3. Brings it out to the, maybe 4, 26-yard line.
2nd and 7.
it is funny because I saw that Danvers, I was looking at who they had beaten. They had beaten like Beverly, Salem, and Peabody this year. And I remember when I was in high school, we played Gloucester, where they were in the Northeastern Conference, which was with Beverly, Salem, Danvers was all in it. It was the first time we had really seen like the double wing, because they all ran the double wing. All the film that we saw was with the double wing. So my guess is the head coach is probably from that area.
We got a collision back there? No.
Oh yeah.
That was really strange there. You know, I saw Albano like go emotional. Almost looked like he ran into another one of his backs.
I wonder if it was like
Wise
a
on the
reverse.
quarterback.
And Wise had to keep it. All right, we're going to see a replay. So, I don't know. It just very awkward how that developed. 3rd and about 6.
Third down, about 6.
Taking a long time, too, in their huddle. Trailing by 3 scores, I think your pace would be a little quicker. They're going to get a free 5 right there. So that worked for them. So it'll still be 3rd down. They're going to be about a yard shy. I don't think there was movement. I think that's pure Foxborough right there. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The official was heading in the wrong direction originally. Still 3rd down. Now it's certainly manageable at 3rd and 1.
Referee calling his time. It was 3rd and 6, man.
Yeah.
We don't have a.
They're going
Seriously?
to measure? Wow.
I mean, that's probably the Danvers coach requesting it. I'd hope.
I don't know. I mean, where the stake was, unless I'm missing something.
I'm questioning how long they walked it off then. Yeah, okay.
He needs a foot. Yeah.
Or maybe Foxborough requested it. You ever think about like how inexact the science is when they're walking off the things, because it's basically paces.
Right. Especially, well, they got hash marks, but when you're like at the youth level where you got no hash marks, it's all speculative. So Shambar right there.
Yeah, you got it.
He's got a 1st down, but he had to earn that one. Matty O'Keefe right there.
Boy, just the way the offense is structured and like the skill set that you need to have to run the offense for Danvers. I imagine that the squat rack is very busy in the weight room at Danvers High School.
Yeah.
You watch the, Army's having a great year, and if you've seen some of the film with Army, it's
Right.
like the
33-yard line of Danvers.
1st and 10. 33 of Danvers. We have 9.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Shinbar again. This is being strung out.
Great
Olday's going
job
to come from
stringing it out by
behind.
Sacchetti.
Yeah, Sacchetti did a really
job.
good job of tying up the blockers on this side.
You can actually see him as he's doing the read because they got that motion the other way. Yep, it was the reverse.
It was a reverse.
And Sacchetti stayed home and he saw that and he's like, all right, I gotta set the edge here. And Balde doing a great job of pursuit in the backside.
Yeah. The interesting thing too is like trying to discipline, trying to get your DNs and outside linebackers to stay at home. You know, especially if they're active and they make a lot of tackles. They see a ball go to the opposite side of the field. First instinct is to pursue. But, you know, then you get the reverse like you just saw right there. And if you're not at home, it turns into a big play for the offense. So we're going to see the reverse inside handoff there.
Inside handoff.
That's Albano. Yep. O'Keefe is on the tackle. Goulet's on the tackle.
Michael Albano on the carry.
That's like the old North Attleboro
scissor play.
Scissor play, yeah.
Those inside handoffs are tricky.
Yeah.
They'll mess you up because they're very unorthodox. Like everybody sees it, everybody's got an offense that has some sort of inside handoff, but just like you're conditioned to play a certain way where the handoffs are usually on the outside.
So we have a 3rd and 2 here, 41-yard line of Danvers. There's Albano. We're going to see a pass.
He's got 3 guys.
He got picked off by Hassett. I mean, that just, oh my goodness, that just doesn't make any sense. Hassett's going to have a great return inside the 20-yard line. And
I don't see any yellow either.
Oh, goodness. I mean, I understand where you got a, 4-down situation there. You got 3rd and 2. You know, if you don't get it, you can maybe go for it on 4th down. But he just kind of lofted that ball up there.
Yeah, that was, I mean, Caden looked like he was almost like returning a punt.
No kidding.
Inside the 20-yard line.
His receiver, that's 5 yards over his receiver's head, and his receiver was covered on top of it.
We talked about this at the end of the first half, where it's like the team doesn't throw the ball a lot, then you see stuff like that.
Well, Foxborough's in a power I rate. Ooh, there's a hit. That's Houston. Jack Houston again. That's a big hit.
Jack Houston.
Angeline's going to lose a couple on that. That was 2 trains going at it right there.
Yeah.
All right, so back then though, was there?
I wonder if Angelini's side-eyeing Sacchetti right there. This guy's blocked really well all night.
Now we got a full house backfield. Foley around the edge, and he gets dropped, and it's Albano on the tackle.
Ryan Foley on the carry for the Warriors.
He gets a couple back. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
And on the stop.
Here comes your
second
receiver
time
package.
tonight where Sacchetti's had a pretty good block, sealing the guy off to the outside, and the running backs come behind him and run directly into the guy.
So Dulesky and Gordon check in, so the receiver package is out there. And they're both going to go to the far side. Dulesky will be in the slot.
Looks like they're playing cover 3.
All right, Marcusella, he's under pressure. He dumps this ball. Perazzo's not going to get anything. It's a great play right there.
Solid tackle by
Medeiros, number 11, right?
Yep. I mean, that was a straight cover 3 right there, and the dropping back.
I don't think that was a design play right there. I think Perazzo was the safety valve because Marcusella was under duress. They lose 2.
4th down and about 11 for the Warriors.
So credit to Danvers' defense here. They were faced with a tough situation. Foxborough getting the ball inside the 20-yard line.
Their defense. So they took Medeiros and they slipped them over to the other side, and then they brought in, I think, another linebacker to play in his spot.
Oh, Dulesky has to go off his hands, and Danvers survives and takes over with 5:25 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Foxborough with a 21-0 lead.
The Falcons will take over on down.
Kind of like a wasted series right there for Foxborough. A week ago, that sticks to Dulesky's hands.
I wonder what they were doing on defense right there. They started moving people around. They trot out a freshman right there that was on that side.
Well, whatever it was, it sure worked for them. And they have the ball at their own 21-yard line, 1st and 10. And that's a little spin move again by the quarterback. Albano gets the handoff. And he's going to get about 5 out of that.
Michael Albano on the carry, brought down by Ryan Foley.
5 yards for Captain Lou.
Albano picks up about 5.
Really quiet here, too. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's a long ride.
well, but even for Foxborough fans, everyone's kind of like complacent. Motion. Little spin move by our quarterback again, Wise. He's going to dig ahead, close. He's going to be marked short. He's at the 30. He needs to get to the 31.
Spinner keeper.
Yep.
Johnny Saketian on the stop for the Warriors. 3rd down, about a yard to go for the Falcons.
Hey, we gotta watch the ball. We gotta watch the ball.
Again, they've just taken a long time between plays. Just their offense is not a quick strike offense, and not being like sort of like a little bit of a hurry up.
Well, they also don't do a whole lot of substitution.
No.
So those kids probably need a little bit of a breather too.
Well, they can get it next week when they're not playing in the bracket anymore. You got a 1st down.
Shedbar on the carry.
To me, you got to have a little bit of sense of urgency.
Brought down by James
They'll move the sticks.
Boy, so winner of this game is going to be playing the winner of Dedham Greater Lowell Tech, and that game's must be at Greater Lowell. It's pouring in Greater Lowell right now.
Really, huh?
Yeah, look at this.
It sure is.
Pouring. It's rated sideways. And the score of the game is Dedham 56, Greater Lowell 37 at the end of the 3rd.
Wow, in the rain.
Yes. Didn't start with the rain. It hasn't been like that the whole time. They're talking about how crazy the weather is.
Over 90 points in 3 quarters. That's crazy.
Again, on the winning ticket number 705-236.
All right, we get a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. While we have a moment here, just want to wish the 4th grade youth football team best of luck tomorrow. They play Taunton in the Super Bowl, Division II Super Bowl, over at Medway High School. 1:30 game if anybody wants to head over and support them. And the 3rd grade flag team is playing Hopkinton High School against Wayland Weston for their Super Bowl championship. Good luck to both those teams.
An unbalanced line, and they're pulling right.
Shanbar is going to get the 1st down. He stays in bounds. Clock will move after they move the chains.
Well, they are not moving at the pace of a team that's down 3 touchdowns.
No, I'm just saying, you're coming down to 2 minutes. They're going to 3rd quarter. I mean, have they even had the possession in the Foxborough side of the field? If they did, it wasn't deep. It might have been just over the 50.
Well, yeah, they recovered a fumble over there.
That's what it was, yeah.
I mean, they only had 2 first downs in the first half, so they've already equaled that.
Here we go. Albano in motion. He takes the toss. Got Boulay in pursuit. And it might have been Boulay that made the tackle.
Michael Albano on the carry.
So they pack everybody in there so tight, and all those plays with all those lead runners, the whole idea is to make the defense have to overcommit to the inside so that you got more room to work on the outside when you do go outside.
No gain. Maybe a foot. We'll give it to them. We'll call it 2nd and 9.
I mean, they're going to have to go to the air if they want to make this a ball game. They unbalanced again.
Toss sweep this side to Shanbar, and he's going to get about 7.5. They'll mark him at midfield, so he's going to be 2 yards shy.
Let's see that again if that was an unbalanced line. I think they're flipping to an unbalanced line on the wide side.
Third down, a couple yards to go for the Falcons.
I have to pay closer attention when they break the huddle if I see one of the linemen like cross over. On this play.
Yeah, we're 30 seconds left in the quarter. They look pretty balanced right there, Mac.
Yeah.
There's the spinner. And it's fun. It's like he hands that ball off to Albano after he starts to make his cut. So it almost looked like Wise was keeping that ball, and then next thing you know, Albano's diving ahead, gets the first down, and they're gonna be content going to their sideline.
Yeah.
So they're in Foxborough territory, Danvers that is, at the Foxborough 44-yard line. We'll have 12 minutes remaining in this contest. Foxborough 21, Danvers 0.
Aside from the win, it's a pretty good night for a football game. But
It was a beautiful day today, even with the wind. Mild temperatures, very unseasonable for New England this time of year, but no one, I'm sure, is complaining about it, other than we could use a little rain here or there.
yeah, the field's crying for it.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, this field does not get a lot of activity, and they probably aren't allowed to use the sprinklers with the water restrictions.
Yeah.
You know.
Grub's been a big problem this year too.
Yep. First down, Danvers.
It's funny though, like
Foxborough 45-yard line.
with the statewide format, you start seeing like a lot of teams that you don't necessarily see. And I mentioned this at the beginning of the year. We had the Newburyport team here last year, and I saw a coach at one of the clinics, and he was talking about how much he loved this field, how it was like a time machine when he came to the field. Where you don't see this at a lot of games now. With you got the grass field, you have the wood lights, you know, a good-sized marching band with it. It is a little bit of a
old school effect.
Yeah, it's an old school.
Shambar on the toss. He runs into a wall of blue jerseys.
It's definitely an old school field when you come here to the Ahern, and I think that, I mean, I know I like it that way, and I think a lot of the Foxborough people do too. D. Gaffney's having a great game.
He sure is. Good to see a young man missed all last year with a knee injury, I believe it was. 2nd and 9. Shambar in motion. He's got the toss. Going to go over that side again. There's a flag. I think this could be a sideline infraction on Foxborough. Probably a warning. Shambar's going to get a couple yards. Again, the official on the Foxborough sideline, I think he's issuing a warning. That's exactly what it is. No yards will be assessed. Imagine Foxborough ever not on that close. I don't know. What do you think, Mac? We're notorious.
That old sideline warning too is one of the. Yeah.
I mean,
it's like when you're telling your kid to do something. It's like, don't make me start counting. Once they give the sideline warning, that's when they start counting.
That's it.
Don't let me get to 3.
Don't let it. Third and 7. 41-yard line of Foxborough. Danvers just taking their time too. We got motion by Albano. Wise got an open receiver. Oh, and he falls down. He's got the first down, though. That's Houston.
It's because they're not receivers. They're running backs.
Exactly.
There's no there's no receivers in the program.
He's wide open,
All you got
too.
is tight ends and running backs.
Nice pass by Wise.
Yeah, that was a good cleanup block by that pulling guard on Trevor Palmer.
1st and 10. Ball at the
See that a
Foxboro
lot at the high school
33.
level. The guards will pull to block it. Gives them a better angle because so many times the tackle, the defensive end gets way out there, and it's tough movement for the. Oh, we've got a 6-man line.
Oh, yeah, the Foxboro's coming. Inside
There's the
handoff.
counter.
And look at Diaz.
Diaz all over it.
All over that.
Great play by
Nice
Diaz.
job. Really good play.
Come on, guys. Get a little more happy
Come on,
for that. That was
Diaz.
a good play.
Snuffed that one out.
And look at the motion the quarterback makes with it. It's like that, and then the inside handoff. Yep, got to block that guy.
Yeah. Little inside handoff on the counter.
So they're running like Foxborough on that play was running like a 6-1. So they got 4 defensive backs, and essentially the defensive backs have to tackle. Now
we
move to a
spread it out.
spread,
Yep.
but they're still in the 6-man line.
Quick out. Oh! Ball day out there, along with Dulesky on the tackle, but a dangerous pass on that flat. Foxborough had a lot of penetration there.
Good call by the coach, recognizing that 6-man line.
Trevor Palmer with his hand out there. 3rd and about 4. We are under 9 minutes.
Foxborough staying with the beef, with the 6-man. So when you get 6 guys, you're either lined up in the gap or you're lined up on the man.
And once again, Danvers tightens it up. There's
There's
Shanbar.
that power. Yeah, he's going to get it.
Yeah, he's got the 1st down.
I mean, there's 8:26 left in the quarter. This is a 25-minute drive to nowhere.
Matty O'Keefe checking out. Probably needs a little bit of a rest here. 2-way starter.
If I was a Danvers fan, I'd be screaming at my TV right now.
It's possible. It's just, again, there's no sense of urgency.
They've been in the huddle for
15, 20 seconds.
30 seconds. It was 8:26 when I said that, because
Yeah,
we're
well,
talking about the. Okay.
Well, we're not complaining. There's Shanbar in motion again. He's going to get the toss. And he gets run out of bounds. That will stop the clock. 7:35, 34. Well, clock's still running. Just when you said there'd be no clock issues, 7:30, 5 seconds just went off that clock.
I didn't see that.
Knocked out of bounds by John Sketty. We're still waiting for a 50-50 raffle winner to.
I mean, when did they take? When did they take over the ball? Was it like over 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter?
Yeah, we haven't touched the ball in the 4th quarter.
705-236 is the winning number.
All right. It's definitely on down
There's
there.
that play that they were trying. Ooh.
Again, 705-236.
So
Albano.
earlier when they called that that illegal procedure when the guys started going upfield earlier, that was that same play. So it wasn't going to Shambar. It was actually that little swing pass to get that little bubble out. Yeah, and see how he rubs off right there, and
Just outside Trevor Palmer's reach as well.
3rd down and 3 to go for the Falcons.
3rd and 3. Ball at the 15-yard line of Foxborough.
Danvers doing a great job killing the clock.
If you're ahead by 3 scores, this is what you want to do. I can tell you that much.
There's the spinner.
Then Shambar is. He got away from ball day. He's still going to be short.
Slide in there?
No, I think they're going to mark him short, Pat.
Yeah, this guy's got the 4th down marked, but the other guy doesn't have a.
He is shy.
Okay. 4th down.
Needs a yard.
Boy, imagine if they get a stop right here and all that drive.
4th down and a yard to go for the Falcon 1st down.
Like when you're going to take when you're going to have a 15-minute drive in the second half, when you're down 3 touchdowns, you got to score.
Yeah, just a lot of it just doesn't add up. I mean, there's no moral victory here. I mean, lose by 2 scores, lose by 3, you know, it doesn't really matter. There's a toss.
Middle there. Oh,
nothing.
And they got it. Yep. So it really was a 15-minute drive to nowhere.
What a waste of a lot of time, unfortunately, for Danvers.
I mean, the clock was moving the whole time, and they get home at a reasonable time tonight.
Sacchetti there.
Great play, getting in there. The penetration. Palmer, Sacchetti, they all.
Great defensive stand right there for the Warriors. A credit to Ryan Martinelli.
Oh God, I hope they throw deep right now. I hope.
You know, we could. You know what the thing is, we're not getting out of here at 9 o'clock tonight. So that's the beauty of this. Foxborough takes over 1st and 10, and we're going to see. Is it Sacchetti? Yep. No, I mean, I'm sorry.
It's Angelini.
Angelini. My bad. I don't know why I was thinking Sacchetti because he made the last tackle. His name was on my mind. So
Sacchetti's had very good games here.
Gain of about 5, 2nd and 5.
Perazzo, also want to give Perazzo a shout out. He's doing well blocking on the edge there.
Yeah, Foxborough, we don't use our tight ends a lot in the passing game. But blocking is key, and like you said, Perazzo's really done a nice job tonight. Running behind Suarez right there.
Perazzo's
He's going to gain a couple.
Right?
No, I believe he's a senior too.
All right, yeah, he's a senior.
Jack Newton and on the stop.
3rd and 3. We're under 5 minutes now.
It is nice seeing all these guys sort of like coming into their own. They didn't necessarily play a whole lot last year, and they're sort of rounding into shape just at the right time of year.
Yeah, that's a good point, Pat. So we see Gordon and Dulesky again to wide side. Foley's the up back. And we're going to see a quick pass. Gordon in the little flanker screen.
Way downfield.
There he goes.
And there it goes, yep.
Gordon with 2 long touchdown receptions tonight. 3 touchdowns for Mike Marcusella.
Want to see? If we see this again, you guys see Jonathan Balde. He got on his horse, getting upfield to block. You tell an offensive lineman that their responsibility is to block a safety, they get happy because they know they got a chance to get a highlight reel block on it. He was.
I got to say something too about Jonathan Balde. Is 2 years ago he was like a heavy kid, and he's really, his body is transformed into like a quick lineman. He's still a big boy, but he's turned a lot of like
moves a lot better.
Yeah, he does. He turned, like, let's say, baby fat into muscle, and he. Oh, that's blocked. Really nice job right there. Was that Shambar came along in?
Probably.
Not quite sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably. Here's the touchdown now.
You'll see it once he catches it. Look how far downfield ball.
There he is.
Look at him.
Right
he's
there.
So happy he's going to get to a safety. He gets to hit him again after.
Yeah. And Nolan Gordon, again, very, very athletic. Certainly doesn't have his brother's speed, but he is quick. He's got long legs, covered that ground. No problem. 2 long scores for him tonight. Well, 27. People start heading out now, and
Danvers bus driver probably sneaking over, start warming things up.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this playoff format is the travel. There is no consideration given for geography, let's say. You got teams going from one side of the state to the other, up and down.
You think Danvers had a ride today? My nephew's on the Sandwich Varsity team. They're hosting a game.
All right.
They're hosting St. Mary's of Lynn.
Boy.
That's an hour and 20 drive at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. Imagine what it's like on Friday afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Well, that ball.
It's like St. Mary's of Lynn probably will leave at 2.
Yeah, There's the block kick. I believe this is Shambar that comes flying in here.
Yeah, that's Shambar.
Yeah, look at him. Kid's a
Good
ball
job.
player.
He can play, yeah.
You know, I mean, you need about 4 or 5 more of those guys to really carry your program. But
They got a lot of youth around, though. They do have meaningful playing time for a lot of, like, the guys.
Right. Well, again,
Houston's a sophomore.
Houston's a sophomore.
The quarterback's a sophomore.
So, yeah, they got some younger guys there. And as we mentioned earlier, addressing 15 freshmen.
Medeiros is a sophomore, number 11. He's playing a whole lot. That D. Dominicus kid is a sophomore. They got a lot of, actually, I'm looking through this, they got some good sophomores.
Next year could be a promising year for the Falcons.
A pickup of about 3 yards.
They knew coming in, though, tonight that they were going to play their best game to beat Foxborough. I mean, last year's last year. You can't rest your laurels on that. But this will be like the 4th year in a row that Foxborough is marching into a possible Final Four situation. Shambar again fighting his way ahead.
Shambar the carry again for the Falcons.
56-37 final for Dedham. So Dedham will be coming here next week. At least they got a reasonable drive.
Yeah, they do.
3rd down and 2.
Then that would be the last one. Anything after that would be on neutral site.
Yeah.
Most likely Hanover.
And some of those neutral site games are interesting too. I mean, we lucked out a couple years ago. We went to Bellingham for one, but even those aren't necessarily dead smack in the middle too.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Assabet wasn't bad.
yeah.
You know, I mean, it was a hike, but at least it was like straight up 495. It's not like you had to go to like 128.
No, but
and if we play Hanover, we'll probably play Hanover somewhere like, I don't know, Brockton,
down Whitman way,
Taunton.
maybe down towards that way. You know, 4th down and a yard to go.
To get a 1st down for the Falcons. Ball at their own 49-yard line.
Stoughton. Could be Stoughton.
Could be. 4th and 1. We got 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Shambar once again on a carry. He's going to have the 1st down. He breaks the midfield stripe, and he's dropped at the Foxborough 45-yard line.
For Danvers. Johnson Kenny along with Colby Hassett. In on the stop for the Warriors. Shambar runs
So
down to the
Foxborough doing a good
45-yard
job
line
taking
of the
care of business tonight.
Pretty much so.
Danvers made them. It was physical. Danvers' a physical team. They're not particularly huge, but it is. They're physical. The big boys up front had to do a lot of work tonight.
Yeah, they did, and you know, when you're playing against a team that runs the wing, and it's ground and pound. To your point, Pat, that the linemen are constantly involved.
Getting blocked from all different angles, getting different guys, getting double teamed all the time.
And our defensive ends, who normally have a lot of opportunity to put pressure on a quarterback, tonight it was really taking the pitch guys, you know, and D. Gaffney having his best game of the year for us. And Trevor Palmer had a couple of key stops himself. Boulay pretty active on the defense once again.
Look at that. We got 4-point stances down right now in the middle.
All right, it could be another 1st down. We're going to be a minute to go in the game.
I mean, it sort of felt like as that drive just continued to take forever at the end of the 3rd quarter, it sort of felt like the Danvers coach was just trying to run. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say conceding, but he.
Yeah, I know what you saw. He probably figured that he doesn't have that quick strike offense, and you know, maybe he breaks a play there, and you know, good things happen. But he was content. They're moving the ball. I mean, I tell you what, as an offensive coach myself, that's the type of drive that you want in a game, but you want it early. Yeah, D. Gaffney again.
The Falcons.
and Boulay.
Shambar's probably got 25 carries in this game tonight. He'll be sore tomorrow because he plays both ways, so he's a solid player on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And that looks like
He's a
that'll
heck of
be
a
the
player.
game. Yeah, Danvers is lining up. So a good effort by the Warriors tonight, despite an early turnover. Despite an early turnover, it didn't hurt us. Next week, Dedham will be coming to Martinelli Field. Look for possibly more of the same, although they did put 56 points on the board tonight. That's interesting. Foxborough's defense has really played well over the last month. And, you know, we'll have to see what Dedham brings. Interested to find out what kind of offense they're running.
I mean, it's got to be some sort of spread to put up 56 points
Without
in
doubt.
3 quarters.
And there could have been a few turnovers that could have been a couple defensive touchdowns. But Foxborough comes away tonight with a solid 2-way victory, 27-0 shutout. Both Pat and I, we predicted a 3-touchdown margin. We were just off, but we'll take it. You're only going to win by 1. Great effort. Nobody got hurt tonight, which is even more important. And we'll see what next week brings.
Nothing flashy, just a good, solid end-to-end win. Some good plays for it, and then they'll get to work for facing Dedham. Are they still the Marauders?
Could be the Marauders. Could be. Not quite sure. We'll know by next week.
Yeah, right. So.
All right. So for the Cable 8 crew, as always,
They are the Marauders.
They are the Marauders. So for the Cable 8 crew, as always, it's a pleasure working with the men and women of this volunteer organization. Pat McGuire, Doug Seuss here. Wishing everybody a nice weekend. And go Warriors.
Go Warriors.
Thank you for watching this Cable 8 sports coverage of the 2024 football season. Game coverage made possible through the efforts of Foxboro Cable Access volunteers. You can watch all the Warrior home games, Mondays and Tuesdays at 8 on Comcast HD Channel 1072 and Verizon HD Channel 2139. You can also catch us online at fcatv.org and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter.